Hello?
I am here.
Hello? Uh, yeah, so a bit of an awkward situation we're in. One second, let me get the announcements out. Alright. Anyways, uh, so there is a sub situation, and I think, Taiwan, Red Team will be enforcing two bans lost this game. So we'll see how it goes. I think the last minute sub that they got is about 15 minutes out from his league finishing downloading. So
Oh, that's
let's
like we
see
still
how
got a
it
little while.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, make sure you figure your sub situation out ahead of time. Otherwise, it is not a fun experience for anybody. Um, and it's really annoying too. So please be cordial about it. Yeah, anyways, welcome back. A little bit late today, but we are here for another game of the Lightning Tournament. And once again, I'm joined by the man himself, Mr. Lightning, Red Lightning, uh,
Indeed.
to co-cast with me on this fine day. I'm not as coffee as I was yesterday or Friday, so hopefully this will be a slightly more energetic cast.
An absolute dub right there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, apparently these guys want to go into draft soon, so we'll see. We'll see what they opt to go. Let's see. Let's see if that is actually the case.
That's a good idea if they're waiting for somebody to finish downloading the
Right.
client.
Did
Might
I
as well get
send
the
you the
draft out of
draft
the
link,
way.
by the way? I don't know if I sent you the draft link.
No, I'm just watching it on the
Okay,
Twitch stream right now.
Let me send you the draft link. All right, excellent. So let's just talk about these teams while I guess we wait because this is the fourth Lightning tournament that we're doing, and people are still incapable of scheduling games properly. So
Very
us
tough.
as the casters have to sit here awkwardly and not talk about the game or talk about other things. Or yeah, we can.
We could just completely. Here we go. Let's use this opportunity to completely ignore this game. And real quick, you and I, let's just power rank the two conferences. Which teams do
Oh,
you
I'll
think are
have
gonna?
to let me actually pull up the fucking the doc then.
We've only seen two games, so we have very little information to go off of. Most of these teams haven't played a game, so
Yeah, here we
not exactly.
little bit of a pregame show going on. So, do we just want to start from the top, the Coleman Institute? What are your thoughts on this team? I want to hear from you first.
I mean, I like the team. I think it's good. It's a bunch of friends that have played together before that enjoy playing together. On paper,
I think
I think
enjoy
it
is a
looks.
strong. It's a very strong word. You know, I think
They keep signing back up to do it again.
they keep signing.
So
I think they enjoy losing together. Is
they enjoy the idea of playing together.
there you go.
But I will say the last couple iterations of it's not the exact same roster every time, so don't get me wrong, but the last few rosters that have had the core like 2 or 3 players here haven't done particularly well.
Tristan, I'm gonna have to cut you off because apparently they have made it on time at 4:45 on the dot. So back in the draft they go.
Even better. We'll come back to that. Maybe after the game we'll try to attempt that. Very hard to power rank teams when they all have the same point value, and
I feel like
theoretically
a
they're all
power
the same
ranking
thing.
should be worthwhile. It should be done maybe after group stages, going into playoffs.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted if we have any downtime,
we can like talk about the teams in very informally.
I was gonna take a guess at which team was not gonna make it out of each group.
Oh,
Put people on the spot here.
That is fair. I think it's hard to say. I think every team is equally terrible. this Red Lightning tournament coming around. So
I will say, I think props to whoever makes the points every single season. I don't know who that is.
it's me.
But it's low cash. But yeah, every season it's been. I don't think we've had very many seasons where we've had any truly just terrible teams that can't win games. I don't think we've ever had a tournament where nobody's won a game. So usually the teams end up. There's obviously somebody's got to be the strongest. Somebody's got to be better.
Yeah, speaking of strongest, Woai Taiwan, Strenuous is going for his fourth consecutive championship victory. And he has once again teamed up with Braxy and Jaleb, who are known to be terrors on the Rift in the Lightning tournament.
Themselves have won 2 in a row now, so they're looking for their third. I will say that if there's any team I'm rooting against, it's that team. I have nothing against those players, but if you win that many times in a row, I feel like I have to root against you. You know, gotta break up the dynasty.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Like at some point, you gotta ask the question: when will the mighty fall, and will it be this tournament?
Will it be right now in this game?
Yeah, will it be right now in this game? That is the next. That is the more pressing question. Actually, we've got to look at what's right in front of us, right? And yeah, we'll go from there. You know,
whenever they actually start drafting. But yeah, I think it's really hard. It's one of those things. There are so many. Each of these seasons that we've done in the tournament, I've looked at a team or two on paper, and I've gone, all right, that team just looks incredibly crazy. And then I've seen another team that looks incredibly bad, and they usually do exactly the opposite of what I think. It's actually been wild. I always feel bad for the teams that they get formed kind of towards the end of the free agency period, because they kind of just get thrown together based on whoever's just left. But almost every season, those are some of the best teams for whatever reason. I'm not sure why.
I bugged out the draft wall. Okay, it's back. What the hell?
I saw somebody locked in, so we're just waiting for one other team to hit ready. But yeah, I think it's crazy how maybe it's because if you just don't play with your friends, you do better. If you're building a team that's not just built on I like playing with this guy, because the teams that just get put together randomly always seem to do surprisingly
they seem to
well.
do pretty decently. I think it's like the underdog mentality, right? Like no one expects them to win. I don't even know if they themselves expect them to win sometimes. So then they really want to bring their A game in. And anyways, let's talk about this shit later. We're going straight into the draft. Leona is banned, first champion that will not be given over to Woai Taiwan. And I think it's smart here. You are targeting the lowest ELO player on that team, and if you take them off of their comfort, then it makes the game a lot easier to play. I'm assuming that's probably why they banned Leona. Tristana's the next ban on the table. No surprises there. Known to be the terrorist of the mid lane right now. I don't think she has any necessarily bad matchups outside of perhaps like Yasuo.
Even that, I don't think it's that bad.
Even that, it's like not a terrible like Yasuo and like other like assassins that used to be good in Tristana, and even like mages, like they've all been nerfed to the point where
you have the range of wave player.
Yeah,
you can just
exactly.
You can just kind of ignore them.
Yeah. You can maybe like handshake a Corki and go even against it. I think that might be the plan, but the ban here is like probably the ideal situation. The Zoe ban directly targeting Bewise in the mid lane, and the Urgot ban targeting Love, Laugh, Live, I'm assuming. And immediately they're picking up the Twitch. That is a take away from Braxy, who is known to be an avid Twitch enthusiast.
Twitch
very
abuser,
successful on that champion in the past. And we'll see what Woai Taiwan counters with. I don't know if this is... They might probably have something good to deal with it here. We'll see what happens.
It's an interesting first pick. I mean, I do see the angle of taking it away from Braxy, but at the same time, I don't particularly think Twitch is that strong right now.
No, definitely not.
And for a first pick too, you're using your priority pick here at the ban phase to take away from Braxy. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know who's playing ADC for the Alligators right now. We've seen this team play, haven't we? They played. We
have seen this team play. I think it was Zoltar playing ADC the first game.
Yeah, it is Zoltar. So he might be a Twitch player. I'm not really sure, but he might like the champion as well. Taiwan just didn't pick a champion, so that's interesting. Decided that they're not picking with their first pick. That's a thing, I guess. It doesn't look like they're picking with their second pick either.
What is happening?
I believe they messed up the draft or they did something wrong. Because I do believe they're probably going to end up needing to pick some champions. Oh, well, didn't you say a team was going to lose bans? Are they losing their
Yeah, they
second
are going
round
to lose
bans?
bans. What?
They could be losing their second round bans, not their first round. I don't know. Or there might be some confusion about that.
I think right now they are typing about it in chat, so I'll have to bring up the rule book really quickly.
Yeah, I don't even know what the rules say. I wrote them down, but I don't even remember what the rules
will
are.
check rule book real quick, but Adam is correct. I'm pretty sure if it's 15 minutes late, they lose 2 bans after 15 minutes. It's FF unless captains say otherwise.
I believe so. I don't even know if you do lose bans for. I don't even know if you do lose bans for being late. I think you just FF for being late if you're 15 minutes late. I know you lose bans for subs though. I think if you don't get your subs in time. I don't know. I wrote those rules like 3 years ago.
All right. Well, a little bit of a delay. Hold on. Let me check the fucking rules now because.
Apparently, Taiwan thinks that they got
genuinely like.
their actual
all right, let's see.
banned.
We're here. I'm live streaming the rules right now. Lose bans. Where's bans? 2 of their first round bans. Subs chosen within less a 12-hour notice before the start of the game will result in a team losing 2 of their first round bans. If a team is more than 15 minutes late, it will result in an automatic forfeit unless the opposing captain wishes to wait and play out the game. All right. It's been streamed on Twitch. Yeah, the 2 bans thing is there. So if the captain wants to enforce it, they will enforce it.
Yeah, it is bans 1 and 2. It's not the second round bans. It is the first round bans. They're still going through the draft though. I don't know what.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with the draft? I'm messaging them right now. Let's see what's going on. It's like this is the 4th Lightning tournament we're doing. You'd think people are used to this at this point, but no, it's not.
We got some. So, like we mentioned, we have some absolute veterans here.
Yeah.
A 4-time champion, but apparently they're playing just 2 players now. They're just not even picking champs. Which it's a bold strategy to just play 3v5, but maybe they're that confident.
Yeah, it's Ezreal versus Twitch, Zach, and Alistar. It's almost already done. Oh my god, I'm having cancer. Alright, well, we don't know what the picks are until we load into games, so...
Well, surprise, we all like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll give us something to talk about. We can try to figure out what picks we think they'll be.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not too sure. I'm expecting maybe like Ornn from Red Side. That doesn't seem terrible. Maybe we could see like a Nami or like a Yumi coming out from support.
True. Sounds like kind of an early Ornn pick for first 2 picks, but
yeah, it could also be Maokai support. I'm not too sure. I really don't know what the picks are here, but we'll see.
Zach top, I guess, or it could be TF top actually, Brand mid. But I'd assume it's TF mid, Brand jungle, Zach top, Alistar support. Yeah, that's an interesting comp. I low key kind of dig the Alligators.
Oh, okay, there we go. They didn't ban Caleb Sion. Of course, he's going to pick it. All right, this is the pick that Jaleb has exposed every single top laner in this tournament, and he's able to just get it for free again.
I will say, Sion into Zach, if it is a Zach top, Sion into Zach sounds like a terrible matchup for Sion. That does not sound fun at all.
It is Caleb Sion though. This man wins all of the terrible matchups.
He has bopped some very high elo top laners with his Sion.
Yeah, indeed.
He will be playing against one today because Love Laugh Live is the captain of that team, and he I think he's currently Masters right now. And
something like that, yeah.
So it's not unplayable for Sion if you channel your Q like at the right time, or if Zach jumps in the wrong angle, you can actually Q Zach out of the jump. But because you're Sion, any matchup that has good like knockups or any kind of like hard CC that you can land while you're channeling your Q is kind of hard to play into. And Zach, if he's not jumping from straight in front of you, every time you press your Q button, it's an opportunity for Zach to go in and find a big trade. So it can be kind of annoying. Plus, I just don't think Sion's that strong in general right now.
He isn't, but I think in these tournaments in general, comfort is often paramount, and I think the best champion to be comfortable on is something that is extremely tanky and gives good engage, So,
yeah. So we see, apparently Leona was not banned because they don't have bans, and Tristana was not banned because they don't have bans. So that's what they picked. Apparently those were really good bans that they didn't have. They picked both of those champions.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but Ezreal, Leona with Tristana, and then you got Maokai Sion on top lane. So
yeah, I assume that
solid.
I assume Allahgator just forgot they didn't have bans,
right.
Or didn't know which bans they were, and then as soon as Taiwan realized that those champions were up, they were like, "Oh wait, you were banning them for a reason. Let's pick them."
All right, sorry, I needed to confirm my own sub because
oh.
Yeah, no, that is all. I needed to confirm my own sub. Everyone's been needing subs lately,
In terms of this matchup, I kind of like Red Side's comp better here, just in general.
It's a lot more well-rounded, for sure.
I dig the Blue Side comp low-key, because I like Twitch Twisted Fate. It's really easy for Twitch to just walk around invisible, and TF just pour it on top of you and help out.
Yeah, you can really coordinate that combo pretty well and just be a terrorist across the map. You just pick one person to try and delete them. But like, here's the issue. They're all really slippery. The two carries are very slippery, right? Sion is also slippery, and knowing Caleb, he's not one to really waste his ultimate when he is in a split push situation. If you try and catch a Maokai, well, you can Twisted Advance, and then you can smack him away, and then you can also run away after that, right? Either that, or you're just really tanky. Leona can stall time and is also very, very beefy. So it's really difficult to really catch a lot of these champions, or if you do catch them, straight up kill them anyways. So, like, again, this kind of situation like we had yesterday when we were watching, who played? The Viet Cong University versus My Kingdom.
My Kingdom.
Yeah. However, Brand is one of those champions. Like, it's like an X factor, right? You never know when a Brand is going to get like a multi-man ultimate off, and like his passive procs and just hits multiple people in a fight and just burns everyone to death, right?
Exactly. So, I will say the one thing I'm a little scared of, the mid lane matchup. We saw it before, Balraga versus Sly. I think Sly actually did okay, but B-Waste is a very good player, and I think the Tristana into TF matchup is very annoying to play for TF.
I don't think there's any.
You could peel yourself with your gold card, but the gold card sometimes, if you don't really instant cycle it, yeah, exactly. It can take long enough that Tristana can still complete the jump and then like auto you 2 or 3 times with a bomb on you. Yeah, you might not get killed necessarily, but if she does that 2 or 3 times, you can't step back up because the trade's going to be damaging enough that she can kill you on the next one. So it's kind of a really difficult matchup to actually step up and just trade back into her. And then bot lane, I would just assume that Ezreal Leona is probably going to win this bot lane matchup in the 2v2.
What the hell skin is that on Twitch? I don't know what that is. Hold on. So it's interesting. Wait a sec.
I think we need to move portraits for blue side also. That is a weird skin. Is that a new skin? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know what the skin is. It's a cheesehead one. It's the one where he has a cheese head.
Oh, yeah.
Portraits for blue side. Right. Twitch is down here. Brian is jungle. Is that Zach Top? It is Zach Top. Okay.
Looks like it.
Yeah, here we go. We're into game. Looks like it's just an average 5-point coming out from Wo-Ai, Taiwan. And looks like blue side is going to match and do the same. They see Strenuous is on his red side and put the ward down. Blue side does now.
Griffith, are you bathing down?
Yeah, he's bathing. No, sorry, League players don't bathe. Here we go. Sly
Right.
walking in ahead into the 5-point.
Oof.
And there's
He's
a gold card for
very-
disengage, but it's going to be rough for him to walk back to lane. See, Aravis is chilling
Yeah.
around, just zoning him away. I'm sure he's a little bit
I
late.
mean,
And you and Tristana can block off the path. I think Mr. B-Wees should play aggressively here and in front of the wave and prevent the TF from getting back. But
Doesn't mean Leona's going to be late though. Zoltar's going to get a good trade on the Braxy because of that. But Aravis made it back in time.
Yeah.
Going to get a lot of damage back over to Zoltar. I don't know if he actually wins this. Braxy missed a Q after the flash. Aravis, I don't think can actually kill Zoltar here.
No, it's not
He's
possible.
Really lucky.
Yeah,
Instantly, Braxy goes down level 1.
Yeah, the Q flash burned on Braxy, and even he's like, oh man, maybe that wasn't quite the move. I griefed, and all chat types oops ... But yeah, first blood over to the Twitch. Ezreal will slowly start walking back to lane. I'm a little surprised to see Braxy Ezreal. I didn't expect that. I was maybe thinking he'd play something a little bit more aggressive, like Kaisa, but we will see how it goes.
I just punished Leona hanging out at mid lane at level 1. Good to see them actually try to punish that. I've been seeing a lot of supports go to lane late just to bother mid laners, and as a mid laner, it's very annoying. So I enjoy seeing that get punished a little bit there. And then, all sums are luckily equalized here in the bot lane, so it's not too terrible. It's not like they burned all their sums, died, and Twitch didn't have to use anything back. So
right. We were talking about Jaleeb being very good on Scion, and you can already see... Okay, here we go. I can't talk about Jaleeb because B-Weesk is doing the Tristana thing of jumping in on someone. And, oh, here he goes. Jumping in again. There it is. Man, what a dumb champion, dude. Holy shit.
He got the reset with the bomb, and then Twisted Fate didn't have his card up the first time. He used it on the wave right after and forgot that the jump was reset, so Tristana just jumped right back in. And that's exactly what I'm talking about for TF. It's too slow to your trade back.
It's not really just that. Tristana outranges you and has the push on you, so like you really can't be stepping up when the the Tristana rocket jump is up, right? He's just going to look for a free engage on you.
Also, top lane matchup, it looked like Jaleeb had really big control early into this game on the first push, but Zach just heals right back up. And unfortunately, Sion's mana regen is not as good as Zach's health regen.
Yeah,
so
indeed, it's not.
And chunked out, and Zach
Griffith is going to face check into the bush here, going to flash away into the jungle as he is walking towards the Tristana right now. Let's see if B-Wise decides to cut him off here. They continue chasing the brand into the jungle. This is what you want to do. You want to punish this farming jungler and make sure that he does that. They're going to try and give the kill over to Tristana, and that is red buff transferred over, and assist goes over to Braxy.
Just too
good
far
catch
up there.
Yeah, he was a little far up, and he did face check straight into a Maokai, so a little bit unfortunate timing there, and good on Strenuous. He was at the right place at the right time.
Just no pressure in his lanes. Unfortunately, his bot lane was shoved in, and his mid lane won't have pressure at all until TF finishes an item, and even then, you don't really have pressure. You can just equalize the wave clear with Tristana, so just really no business being in the enemy team's jungle and gets punished.
Right. I think the biggest... I think the biggest issue is like you at that point you just need to handshake the Tristana pick, but they did lose a couple bans, so it was it was unfortunately not it.
Jaleeb went first base, instant
into the
executioner's
executioner's calling.
Kind of weird. I kind of like it. I assume he just didn't want to buy a Bramble Vest because it doesn't really do much against Zach.
No, it doesn't. This is actually smart. He is the Scion. He is the Scion god of the Lightning tournament. So
it's fine in the matchup, but it does mean you're going to be building. Like your first power spike is going to be like AD. I mean, he's probably not going to finish that into the actual item.
I will say that he does do damage.
But yeah, it's going to delay his how tanky he gets at least. But yeah, just to cut the healing and make the lane more playable for him could be worth it here.
Sure, for sure. I think that is the goal. Bramble is a very underwhelming item right now, unfortunately, so I'm okay with the Executioner's Calling pickup, although I don't know if it was necessarily the move. I think just also building straight tank stats would have just been fine as well, and you handshake the farm lane for you. I think if you're Scion into Zach, eventually you will outscale, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to look at mid lane really quickly. B-Wise does opt for the Mercury Treads, and I'm okay with that. It's APTF, but we can't talk about it right now. There's a fight happening in the bot lane. So Strenuous just flashing forward immediately. It gets the two-man knockup. They're just going to immediately burst out.
Doesn't
Yet
matter.
carry Zoltar. taken down. See, Griffith is going to try and pick up the kill onto Braxy here as Erebus is looking to finish off the kill onto Owlstar, and Braxy does die. Griffith picking up the kill on that one, but Griffith also does die in exchange. Erebus unfortunately missing the Zenith Blade, but Strateus picks up the kill onto Sly anyways, as now they're going to try and chase the Owlstar down. I don't know if this is quite necessarily the best call, but let's see if they pick him up. Yes, they do. Double kill going over to the Maokai. That actually ended up being really catastrophic.
Jalib is dead.
Is he dead?
He's dead if Spriggans wants to kill. He gets Flash here. Could just kill him and flash away. Oh, he played that as badly as he possibly could have.
He miscalculated it on that one. Jalib lives with 1 HP.
Oh. I think he actually could have just tried to flash W him before he put the shield up, or just waited till it expired and then flash W'd him. But instead uses the flash to get away. It doesn't get the kill, and Jalib manages to back and TP.
Yeah, for sure.
Disastrous play bot lane now.
Literally like 30 HP there, I think. That was crazy. And B-Weiss going aggressive onto Slide. You can see the power of the Merc Treads here. Just immediately gets him out of that stun and lets him continue to pressure.
Yeah, also, if that doesn't tell you the sorry state of mid lane, that you can have an ADC rush Merc Tread's first item and then still just destroy a mage in the trades.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need the damage.
Remember all those times where people used to bitch about assassins in the mid lane? Don't y'all wish assassins were back?
No, but I wish it wasn't ADCs. I wish it was anyone else. Because it just feels bad that, I mean, Tristana is going to win a trade here and output more DPS than Twisted Fate is right now, despite the fact that her only.
Let me just double check what.
Let
me double check what this was. We have a question in the chat. I don't think it's necessarily a better play. I just think it's a handshake if you do flash under the tower, because you pop the it might be a net positive for Sion in the end, because Zac does pop the passive if you die and kill Sion. But even killing Sion isn't guaranteed, right? So I think it was actually okay to go for the safer play and not risk dying under tower.
I think he could have, I mean, like I said, I don't know for sure. It's a little bit easier sitting from here to figure it out than it is when you're actually having to play it out.
Right,
but
right.
I think if he just waited, especially once Sion proc the shield, I'm pretty sure if he just waited for the shield to expire, he probably could flash W, and he might die at that point.
Is that Conquer on Zac? What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't actually hate it.
No, bro. What?
I don't actually hate it.
No!
He missed the kill! I think he had the kill if he didn't.
Gonna get the solo kill here off of that absolutely catastrophic mistake from Spriggan Sargus.
TF doesn't have TP.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't actually do enough damage to kill Zac and the blobs, but does proc the passive.
He mistimed the Q. If he had held it until Zac spawned, I think he might have still been able to kill him. But he tried to get the blobs, but the blobs go invulnerable for like a quarter second as he respawns and he reforms. So he didn't get the damage on the blobs and didn't knock up Zac when he respawned. Little unfortunate there for Jalib. I think he actually maybe could have gotten that solo kill. But it's a weird interaction.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, I didn't even realize, we've got a very fed Maokai over here. I kind of forgot that he picked up all those kills bot lane.
Yeah,
but I looked
you
over
can
and saw he
see
had the bounty.
Very close to finishing his Leandries. I think he is actually just a couple hundred gold off, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, I think they're just both dead here. The double stun into the True Shot Barrage will just... Yeah, Blaze Tornado dies through the Alistar ulti. Okay, Braxy got some mana back, and if Zoltar stays, this is a dive angle for the bot lane of Woai Taiwan, and looks like that is what they're going for here. Erebus is taking the tower aggro here and just pops the Leona W, gets a bit of extra tankiness, and walks out. And I'll kill over to Braxy. And yeah, I think you just sack the wave and leave there. I don't think dying is worth it, because now you die and you sack the wave, right? So
and you lost your ult.
And you lose your ult, right? So
Jalib is in a little bit of danger here with Brand around. Brand actually has the damage, I think, with Blackfire completed already. They could probably get this kill.
Right, there's no magic resist on Jalib right now. Not really that much health either, because he did rush that Executioners early, and looks like they are going for the 3-man onto Sion. Let's see what they opt to do here, but B-Weiss is TPing in. I think Jalib might have to commit to a fight. Let's see what happens. Tristana has arrived into the fight. As stunned up, really good ulti from Tristana to push them all away. Jalib has been put into his passive. kill picked up for Sprig and Sargus. And it's just for a 1-0, but we do see Erebus and Strenuous are around in the area. And see what they opt to do here.
Well played from blue side. B-Waste just realized as soon as he hit that TP, they didn't see the brand at first. As soon as he saw brand show, actually, we're going to have to stop here. Maokai coming in.
Yeah, this is just a wash right here. I think it was a little bit too aggressive to go for the grubs afterwards because you need to understand that, okay, everyone's up, and you got your support missing, and Maokai's off the map, right? So going for the grubs afterwards is a really risky play, and I think you just take the Scion kill and back off there, especially when you're already behind, and kind of ended up being a catastrophic situation. Wolai Taiwan is able to collapse on that and put some kills down onto Tristana's plate, and you know, as a mid laner who hates playing against Tristana, seeing a 4-0 Tristana right now just really makes me sad.
He has flash, but I don't think he flashes.
No, they do not catch him here. They don't quite have the move speed to really get up. And even though Sly TP's in with the extra move speed you get from home guards, he's still tier 1 boots versus tier 2. And Tristana has the Rectrix, which gives him extra move speed. So
which might... to the turret's going down. I know they have Brand, but insane prediction there on Braxy to make sure he lands the W. Ult coming in now. I don't know if
huge two-shot barrage, but the shutdown goes over to Brand. Let's see if Erebus continues forward. Will he actually be able to pick up the kill? No, flashing away from Strenuous here. That was actually a really good flash from Griffith.
Well played.
I will put it out there. That was a pretty damn good flash. They picked up the tower, but shutdown went over to Brand, which I really don't like. I think you just wait an extra wave. But maybe they just wanted to get the final plate down before it fell. So I guess that's fine, but I don't know if it was worth giving the shutdown over.
Insane prediction on the Ezreal E by the Brand there. I don't know if you saw, but he threw his W. I thought he was griefing. He threw his W so far behind where Ezreal was standing, but he literally E'd directly on top of the spot after the animation was cast.
Yeah,
just a crazy prediction there to actually hit the damage there.
Yeah, that was pretty well done from Mr. Withered Rose, Griffith.
Got a 4K gold lead now.
Jaleeb is a little bit far up. Why is he in between the towers? He is proxying. Yeah, I don't know if this is the move. They're punishing him for it, that is for sure, but such is the nature of Scion, he's just going to go for the wave here.
I think he's just trying to pull it backwards, but definitely should have probably was worth it to grab some early Merc treads there. Maybe that would have been worth it instead of getting the Executioners. I'm not sure.
What is this item? Hollow Radiance. Right. Okay. This is the AP Sunfire. Dude, all of these like icons look so weird. Like I don't know what any of these items are at first glance.
TF just porting into the bot lane to try to stop B-Waste from pushing down on that turret. Still, like we said, a pretty big gold lead here, just under 4K. Red side has basically all the map pressure right now, but
they have unleashed Tristana into the side lane. She can safely push the waves out. She can safely 1v1 people as she sees fit, and if she can't 1v1 them, she can safely escape. And yeah, that is what they want. And their bot lane is in mid, so for the pressure, but they're just going aggressive immediately. Sprig and Sargon's looking for the flash, and they lock down Strenuous. But what is Griffith doing? Just walking into the middle of everyone. B-Reese unstoppable as Zach goes into the blob form, and they're actually going to pick him up this time. And I guess with their jungler and top lane are dead, this is a free dragon over? That was quite the int.
He did keep Braxy, though, on the side, so like they got something back.
Did they? I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Yeah, Zoltar, it looks like he solo killed Braxy in the mid lane.
I'm assuming it's just the Blade of the Rune King Twitch opening up and surprising.
Yeah. Braxy was probably trying to move over to the fight and just didn't see him.
That could also be something that happened, yeah.
It is a Chemtech soul though, which is really good if you're on blue side.
If you're on blue side, yeah, you get the healing and shield increase.
Well, and the dragon sucks that you're down 2 dragons already, so you know, helps you out a good bit. Jaleeb getting picked on, but probably could just ult away.
No, he's just gonna ult out of there. This is kind of the Jaleeb special, right? Look at all the tower damage he got while they were kind of dicking around at dragon side. Like, not only did they lose 2 members and the dragon, like, Jaleeb gets a lot of free damage on the tower. They go to try and punish Jaleeb, he just ults away because they don't have the angle on him.
He has a pretty massive CS lead on the top side right now, about 30.
Right, he does. That's just the nature of him being in lane a little bit more than Spriggan Sargus, who has been joining the fights, but the fights haven't really been very successful, right? So
yeah, they just need to pick their targets a little bit better. If they had managed to get the Tristana and not the Maokai, maybe they could have actually done something. But when Zach is just hitting the Maokai, they just don't have the damage right now to burst him before Trist just opens up and kills everyone.
Right, and we're talking about Trist in the side lane, right? And yeah, there she is. Zach is pretty tanky, but Trist has 2 items and a Kraken Slayer, so she can kind of just do whatever she wants. But there's a Griffith. You never know. Brand does a lot of damage.
Yeah, if they manage to hit her with a CC, maybe they could do something, but they'd have to land Zach's entire combo somehow while Brand is also in range to follow up. They think Twitch isn't here. They don't realize he's right there. He's going to open up.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if that's what you want to do, Erebus. You're jumping into the tower 1v3. A little bit of an int. As Braxy correctly disengages from that fight.
I think Jalib is just going to suicide for this turret here.
I think that is not a bad option. He gets a lot of solo gold for himself. Let's see if he looks to do a drift to get out of here. Meanwhile, the 1v1 in the mid lane, 80 carry versus 80 carry. Barrier popped on Braxy. Zoltar is dancing around the creeps, and... Okay, flash forward from Maokai to secure the kill. Okay, very well done there. There's a team game as Jalib draws 2 to try and kill him, as we'll just clear the wave afterwards. On the Scion. As you can see, like, this is working out. He is up, like, 1,500 gold on his top lane counterpart.
No KP up 1.5. He's playing the bow strategy over here.
Yeah.
1,500 gold up. Just all the farm, and the inner turrets are just worth so much gold. Suiciding for that turret is, you know,
Scion, guys. Like, this is the 3rd tournament that he's in that people are just refusing to ban his Scion. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you're on blue side here, the only way to keep your turrets up, you got to kill the wave before it gets anywhere close, because he will gladly, as long as the wave is affecting the tower defenses, he will gladly tank it himself to deal damage to the turret. It's probably going to be worth it.
Yeah,
so
it's just
you got to make sure that wave
slow,
gets nowhere close.
Just slowly playing for the objectives here, right? You can see the 7,000 gold lead almost. 18 minutes into the game, and that is something
that's massive.
It's not insurmountable by any means, but it's very difficult to come back from that, you know. So
they did only split 3 grubs to 3, so it's not like they've got a gigantic, grub advantage here to help push down grids even faster. But they have some, so it does help a little bit.
And I think that's fine, because earlier on Zach was bullying the Scion a little bit in the lane. So I think it's perfectly normal to expect 3 grubs to 3.
Alistar might be a little
Is Blaze Tornado caught out here? He is stunned up. Wow, actually a really good stun from Erebus. Actually, that stopped the dash. Okay, forced the flash away from Blaze Tornado. See if an ult will follow afterwards. Is Braxy? Braxy doesn't have ult.
Yeah, it looks like the Alistar ult was enough to tank up all that damage there. He started from full HP, so didn't have to worry too much. But they're just having to give up their entire jungle here. Blue side has no business. Every time they walk in, it's 3 or 4 members on top of them. Spriggan Sargus is going to go down, doesn't have passive. B-Waste just picks up that kill easy.
I think the biggest problem here is that, like, you're really far behind, and everyone is like if they want to go try and get vision or do something, they're going to end up face checking into someone, right? Either that, or they try and punish the Scion, who's just going to ult away.
And he's not worth that much gold either. I mean, 0-3-0, despite the fact that he has more gold than his opponents, eventually the kill gold on you is not worth that much for some reason, because of the way that Riot balances their the kill reward gold.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, Freak Season has introduced a lot of weird things, and that is definitely a byproduct.
Griffith spotted out here. Strenuous has gold. Could look to just drop the Maokai ult and try to pick off Griffith.
They're playing around this blue buff here. They want to try and contest it.
No ult on
see what happens.
either.
Going in, really good ulti lands onto Griffith. The Zenith Blade actually follows him right afterwards, despite Alistar's best attempts to prevent it, and just instantly blows up both of them.
Yeah, Brand got all the damage off before he died, but it just isn't anywhere near enough.
He's not strong. He really is strong.
With no flash there, like you said, they have no business. They're not walking in together as 5 to try to take these team fights. They're just kind of randomly walking in for camps and for a little bit of vision here and there. And Red Side is just living in their jungle at this point.
Right. And I get it's hard to come back in League. This is something that they're actually doing that's correct. Look at that. objective bounty on the Chemtech Drag. That's what we like to see. This is a small victory for blue side, right? But you can't be walking into the jungle as 2 or as 3. Like, you need to, like, go together as a team and, like, get vision first. When they walk in to get vision, try and get a pick at that point. If you can't get the pick, like, don't go too far and disengage, right? Like, even just getting damage down is good enough, because it's some breathing room for you, right? So, yeah, it's just I think it's a little bit of a autopilot tilt happening right now. 10k gold lead almost now, and Baron buff on the side of Wo-I Taiwan. Thank you, Arithmetic Piquant, for following. I don't know who that is, but thank you for following.
This tornado misses the engage. They get snared by Strenuous, but has
I like
enough
the
help to
attempt.
walk away.
I like the attempt. He tried to go into the
Target's
Hex
going in.
Flash. They actually
Braxy
do
with a second
catch
strike.
Braxy and has to flash away. Twitch is opening up, and they're going to pick up the kill. Zoltar. Okay, the 80 carries down. That's good. Oh, Zeravis going to walk into 5 right here. That's not really good.
If they can get Leona as well, that's really good. But somebody needs to drop back. Jalib is pushing on the inhib turret right now.
I was about to say, Jalib is pushing, and that's a TP going down for from Sly.
He's not going to get the turret, but he's going to get pretty close.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage with the Demolish proc right there. And
they're missing a lot of top waves, too, because B-Waste managed to push that all the way. Actually, the cannon is going to get the turret.
Minion. Boom!
And
From downtown, picks him up.
I don't think Sly could stop him alone from getting the inhib if he wanted it. But yeah, they missed 2 or 3 waves top as well, because B-Waste pushed it all the way in, and they all died under a turret while they were making that play mid. Still worth it, because it cuts their Baron push a little bit, but...
Yeah, you do kill the bot lane, which is a huge win, especially when you're this far behind, and it gives you a little bit of breathing room, but, like, Jalib has been left alone for a while now, and, yeah.
I think Jalib is just happy he's got some KP now, so he can pretend that he doesn't have to say that he didn't do anything all game, despite the fact that he's been knocking down turrets this entire time. I don't know if they have the wave clear to save this turret right now. But it does look like they're able to clear it. Baron buff probably up for another few seconds, but
yeah,
it's that much longer.
Zach coming in from downtown. Once again, finds Braxy. Wow.
No flash.
Once again, Twitch opening up. Braxy forced to Arcane Shift away. Really good Leona ult to stun them all up. Erebus is just disrupting the backline while they all try to peel off Braxy. It's not possible. They do take him down as Jalib arrives to terrorize the backline. Sion ulting in. Double kill over to Jalib as Tristana picks up Twisted Fate, and they trade back. Zoltar is critically still alive as Twitch is still right-clicking over and over again. That is a lot of damage. Wow, okay.
Oh, Jalib gets so low, but they don't manage to pick it. Oh, the turret got the kill.
Yeah, the turret picks him up.
I don't know if Strenuous could just sit here and tank this, but I guess Jalib with the Demolish proc actually managed to take it down. Still, though, it ends up being an 5 for 4. But I think you take that all day if you're blue side. You picked up a bunch of shutdown. You didn't get the shutdown on the Maokai, but 1k from Tristana. You got some gold from the Scion. You got some more gold from killing the bot lane. I mean, any fight you can take that's even close to even at this point, I think you're really happy with it. They played that fight extremely well.
No,
if they
was an
if they had more damage,
from Spring and Sarius. Like 2 back-to-back, just like... Zach just stretching his arms out, catching Braxy twice in a row, and that essentially just negated a lot of what should have been potentially a game-ending push from blue side, and gives from red side. Sorry, and it does give the Allahgators a little bit more breathing room, some more time to maybe recoup, farm up, and maybe look for another play like that. But 2 back-to-back plays from Sprig and Sargus catching out Braxy there.
Yeah, exactly. There's no inhibs down yet. They do have 1 exposed, but none of them have been destroyed. The Baron is still gone for their 2 minutes. They grabbed the dragon, so you don't have to worry about soul for a little while. They have bought themselves a decent amount of time by finding those 2 different team fights right there. It's just really great play. The Zach is jumping in, and then TF was ported behind.
Oh, we can't speak too much. Zoltar just gets 1 tap by Tristana.
He's dead.
Speaking of assassins, Tristana is the best assassin, and the best mid laner, and the best AD carry of this patch. Play Tristana.
Best everything. Yeah, just can't walk up by yourself at any point in this game if you are Twitch or Brand or TF. I mean, you probably can't do it if you're Zach or Alistar either, but especially if you're those 3, any of the carries, you are just going to be dropped as soon as you do. The Maokai ult coming in. Griffin is
just flashing forward immediately. They're just going to pick up these 2 kills. Simon is stalling some time. Let's see what happens.
Griffin is live. Nobody can get to him right now.
Yeah, they're stunning up the Braxy right now, but currently he is untouched by Zach. Just firing for free as B-Wees comes from the side, looking just... He's 1v3 the carries right now. A lot of damage.
That's a shutdown right there.
3 kills down for Tristana, though, as... Which
Saltar?
Up here?
Saltar? He got Red shutdown. That's 800 gold right there.
Wait, Jaleeb is just ending the game for free, though. I don't think Twitch kills Jaleeb here. I think Jaleeb kills Twitch.
I think he has to kill the wave.
Yeah, well, he's gonna die is what's gonna happen.
I think he has to kill the wave before he dies or the game just ends.
I think 5 people are dead and the game is over because Sion was pushing the side lane.
They have no other wave right now. Alistar is up and Griffith is up in 10, but the turret is dead, so yeah, there goes the game. That's gonna be the game. Unless unless Alistar has something to say about it. Maybe he can go ham here.
Go Blaze Tornado. Got this. Oh no, he hit the
Maybe he gets it. But Jaleeb is just going to take this down.
That's the game. GG's.
Despite the fact that it was such a massive gold lead, a little bit closer there at the end than I thought it probably had to be, but Jaleeb just said, I could just end this game. I don't need a group. I don't need to do anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Just walked it in.
Well, looks like this is the first game of a potential 4-peat for Strenuous here on the jungle this time.
Potential.
Who do you want to bring in for the interview? I feel like they all collectively played pretty well as a team. Your choice.
Nobody from that team deserves interviews. It's okay. No, we can bring in anybody. I'm not really sure. I don't think anybody.
I guess Strenuous is the only one there, so I guess we'll bring in Strenuous.
I think Strenuous is probably the one to bring in anyway at this point. The bot lane had a bit of a rough time that game, so I think you bring in Strenuous.
There he is, ready for the interview. Hello, Mr. Strenuous.
Yeah, I rejoined because I heard on the stream for the interview, everyone else left really fast. I just rejoined.
That is unfortunate. Never forget, there's almost always a post-game interview unless there are some demons who schedule their games at 1 a.m.
Mm.
You know. So, anyways, how does it feel? We're looking for the 4-peat.
Feels pretty good. I think we were pretty clean in the early game. Had a couple of hiccups there towards the middle with those team fights, but we're still getting used to playing together, so it's all good.
Do you think Braxy's underperformance this game is due to being on red side?
Yes, it does hurt his neck quite a bit when he plays on red side, so I agree.
All right. How do you feel about the schedule changes that happened earlier today regarding sides?
Very excited.
Very nice. Now, now instead of 3 games of Braxy's neck hurting, only 2.
Yep.
What do y'all think going into the season? Thoughts on the meta? Thoughts on player comfort? Thoughts on Jaleeb getting Sion again? Third tournament that people have not learned their lesson, by the way.
Well, that was also partially because they lost bans, but I agree. I think Caleb is broken on that character. I don't know why it doesn't just get permabanned against him. But like in regards to the meta, I think our team is pretty comfortable. Like Braxy can play pretty much everything. I'm still learning a few of the stronger jungle picks, like Zyra and Brandon. I'm not super comfortable in those yet, but I'll get there. I will get there.
Very nice, very nice. You have any questions for Adam before we call it on the stream?
I was going to say, you guys play again at 7 p.m. today against, I don't even know what that team's name is. What is Pooh's team? The Richmond Roaches, what are you guys thinking about for that game?
We're just excited. Hope it'll be a fun, competitive game because, at the end of the day, we just love playing League of Legends, man.
If you had to guess, do you guys think you're the strongest team in your group? Do you think you're going to come out on top there? Or do you think there's anyone else you're really worried about?
I think there's some strong teams in the group. I don't know if we're clearly the favorites. I think a lot of the strong teams are in this group, in my opinion. But I'm excited to see all the games and see how all the teams play out. I think anyone could win.
Very good. That wraps it up for me. I don't know if you have anything else, Lokesh.
No, I don't. We are going to take a short break. Let me check when the next game is.
I think it's 7 p.m. Then we have a 8:30. We have a 9. We have 2 10s and a 10:45.
Yeah, so there's
So-
quite a bit of overlap, so only a few of those games will be streamed, but we will be back around 7, hopefully. So see y'all then. Peace.